Hey there, I'm Michelle. Thank you so much for being here. Today's reading is going to look at what you need to know regarding a decision that you have to make. So this will be a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this is the perfect time for you. If you're new to these readings, I will be pulling out 4 cards that you can choose from. The one that you're feeling most drawn to will be the right reading for you. I will then put timestamps in the description so you can jump ahead to your reading. So let's go ahead and choose our 4 cards. And we have Bone Collector, Into the Unknown, Gentle Gardener, and Peaks of Joy. So take a moment to feel into which card you're feeling most drawn to. It could be the words on the card, the images, the colors, whatever is calling to you. You can take as much time as you need. Just ensure that you're using your intuition to help you choose which card. Because this is a general reading, not every message will resonate with you, so please take what feels right to you from this reading. It should feel like a confirmation of what you've already been feeling intuitively. Also, if you're being drawn to more than one card, that's totally okay. Feel free to watch whichever ones you're being called to watch, because sometimes there's additional messages in there that are meant for you as well. And like I said, your intuition will tell you if a message is meant for you. So when you're ready, you can find the timestamps in the description box and head over to your reading, and I will see you there. Hello to everyone who chose card number 1, which is the Bone Collector card. So I'll just let you have another look at this. It's a really interesting card. This is actually the first card in this particular deck as well, which is let me just check the name here, the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. And what this card is about is actually collecting all of the pieces of you that you might have lost throughout your life so far in order to make you whole again. So this card can sometimes indicate that there's healing that needs to happen. So, perhaps you feel like you've lost part of yourself along the way, along your journey, whether it was from, childhood experiences or, trauma or different experiences that you've had. This is about calling all that back to you so that you can feel whole and truly yourself again. So let's see what else the reading has to say about any decision that you're facing right now. So let's start with the tarot cards. I'm going to go ahead and just flip them all over here. We have the Page of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the King of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting right off the bat here, with the Page of Swords, it's sort of like a restless feeling, like you've had a lot of ideas. Maybe you're thinking about a new direction, going back to school, something regarding like learning a new skill. You can see in this card, she's sort of multitasking. I feel like she's got the book open, she's got all these ideas here, and she's crossing like this, it's like a stick, but it's making me feel like she's crossing a bridge to this new area, this unknown area. So if your decision is around pursuing something new, maybe going back to school or pursuing a new idea, then let's see what it has to say, what the rest of the cards have to say around that. Now, the Six of Pentacles is about balance. It's about give and take. So perhaps you are considering something that's going to bring you a little bit more balance. It could also be that you're considering something where you would be of service. Could be that you're considering something that would allow you to have more boundaries as well to kind of protect your energy. So there's a lot of give and take in that particular card. The Ten of Cups and the King of Wands. So I feel like this is sort of the result of whatever this decision is that you are considering. So the Ten of Cups is, really beautiful card of like happy relationships and fulfillment and enjoying, enjoying quality time together. If it's a situation where maybe you haven't had balance in the past, it looks like this decision is going to point you towards having more balance, more time with your friends and family, loved ones, or perhaps just, a happy family life, whatever that might mean for you. This card also makes me feel of like vacations, like going on vacation. So if that's something that you're considering, it looks like that would be a really positive thing for you as well. And then we have the King of Wands. And the King of Wands has really strong, fiery energy. He's a leader. You can see the lion in the background. Like he is sort of really fierce and strong with his energy. So I get the feeling that whatever decision you're trying to make right now, the one that would be most positive for you is the one that would allow you to have more balance in your life. I also get a feeling that it's something new, like I said, it might require some new learning or something like that. Could be just a new experience. But that it's going to result in you feeling a lot more confident, a lot more focused, having stronger direction in life. This card also makes me feel like it's about embracing who you are authentically, as I'm thinking back to this original Bone Collector card. It feels like it's something that is going to make you feel more whole, feel more authentic and genuine maybe in your life. Like maybe you just feel a little bit out of alignment right now. So whatever decision is going to lead you to a place where you feel more in alignment, where you feel like you can actually be yourself, and that's going to allow this like King of Wands energy to come out. So let's have a look at our other cards here. We have Heartache and Loss and Rejoice and Celebration. Okay, so again, and even the way that they came out here, with this one being under this side and then the Rejoice and Celebration being over on this side, I feel like perhaps this decision is coming out of a place where you have had some heartache or loss, or have been feeling like you're not being supported. Like maybe you're feeling like you're not able to be truly who you are. Maybe you've been balancing too many things, you're overwhelmed, that kind of thing. So you're thinking about something that's going to move you out of that place and into something more positive for you. And it looks like that is absolutely the right decision for you. So I feel like intuitively you'll know what I'm talking about, and you'll know what decision you're considering that you feel like will lead you to that. And that's the thing that you should be pursuing. So our last card is career. So I definitely had the feeling that the decision was around something career related because of the ideas and change of direction and learning something new. It could be that career is just going to be really important in this phase of your life. But I feel like it's a decision likely around career and around either changing paths or changing what you're doing slightly so that you can find more balance, so that you can step into a leadership role and really be authentic and true in yourself in your position. And I do feel like that's going to result in some really great things for you with this Rejoice and Celebration card. So that is what I have for you, for those of you who chose card number 1. I hope that this was helpful and that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so that I can see you again soon in another reading. Bye. Hello to everyone who chose card number 2, which was Into the Unknown. So right off the bat, this is making me feel that whatever decision you're considering is a new direction for you, something you've never done before, a new experience. So let's have a look at what your tarot cards have to say about this. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the Empress. And we have the 9 of Swords. Okay, so this is an interesting set of cards because we have a lot of contrast here. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which is a really like happy card about fulfillment. It could be happy home life. It could be like security, financial abundance, basically, you know, abundance in all forms in this card. And then we have the contrast of that with the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, which are more negative cards. The 10 of Swords is sort of coming out of a negative situation. It could speak to heartbreak. It could speak to someone betraying you. And if you have a look at this card, I always feel like the woman in this card is pointing in her new direction, like she's leaving whatever happened in the past. She's ready to heal and kind of step forward in this new direction. So that might resonate with you. You know, that might speak to the situation that you're in right now. Maybe something has happened that was really difficult for you, or that was unexpected, that changed the way that you think about, you know, the direction you're going in life. And the 9 of Swords is sort of similar. Like this one comes before the 10 of Swords, where you're in a really like negative mindset. With the 9 of Swords, you could be having nightmares, or you could feel like your life is a nightmare. You have a lot of anxiety, sometimes grief, a lot of just negative feelings and feeling really down about things. So if that's where you're coming from right now, then you know, that message might resonate with you. The interesting thing about the 9 of Swords is that a lot of what is happening here is actually related to her perception. So things aren't quite as she feels. She has a lot of fear that may not be warranted. So I'm getting the feeling from this, and then with the Into the Unknown, again, that's making me feel of some fear. There's fear around taking this new step or this new direction or shifting into this new thing. And a lot of the fear is actually in your own mind. Like it's not that it's not to invalidate those fears, because oftentimes we're playing, you know, all these different scenarios in our mind of things that could happen. And it's not that those things can't happen. It's that we are focused on all of these potential negative outcomes that may or may not happen. We don't know what the future holds, right? And so focusing all of our, you know, attention and worry and all of this on these, you know, potential negative outcomes isn't actually going to help us. And from these other two cards, I feel like whatever this thing is that you're considering, this new direction, actually has a really positive outcome. Now, there's a couple of things I'm feeling right off the bat. Like there could have been, you know, a situation where there was like a breakup, you ended a relationship, a drastic change in your situation in some way. It could be like moving or, you know, something like that. And now you're considering a new direction. If you are hoping that this new direction will lead you to a positive family life, I think that that is confirmation here that you're on the right track. For some of you, you might be considering whether or not to start a family, because we have the Empress here. Now, the Empress does not just have to indicate pregnancy, of course, but if that's something that you're considering, especially with the Ten of Pentacles, it looks like, that creation would lead to a really happy, fulfilling home life. The Empress is often a yes to a new idea as well, because it's about birthing a new idea. It's about creating a new life in some ways, and a life that is really in tune with who you are. The moon is present. That always makes me think of intuition. So being guided by your intuition to go down this new path or this new direction. It could be something that feels almost like a calling to you, like you're, wanting to live in alignment, live your purpose, live this new calling, but you're afraid of what that's going to look like because it's something brand new that you've never done before. And of course, there's a lot of fear around things that we have never done before, especially if we are sort of coming with these perhaps negative beliefs. I don't even want to say negative beliefs, but fears, just fears that we have gathered because of our life experiences, because of what other people have told us, all that kind of stuff that is making us question whether we can do this or whether it's the right path. So let's have a look at a couple more cards here. And we have Wisdom and Prosperity Begins. Okay. So again, I'm seeing the potential of abundance here, the potential of a new path. This is about planting seeds and tending to them and watching them grow. This is definitely a new beginning card, and it's a new beginning that is going to lead to success. So your new beginning that you're considering is going to lead to a lot of success. With the Wisdom card here, again, I'm feeling like this is coming from your intuition. This is coming from deep within you. Like you have this sense that you really need to do this thing, whatever it is, or that you need to start this thing, or, birth this new idea into the world. And so I definitely feel like your intuition is guiding you, your inner voice is guiding you. Make sure you're listening to that voice. You have that wisdom within you. Let's have a look at your last card, which is Life Purpose. Okay, so yeah, I got that sense that maybe this this new thing that you're considering is tied to your purpose. And there's a lot of ideas around life purpose. I don't necessarily feel like life purpose is like one thing, but what I mean by this is that what you're being guided to do, this new direction or new idea or new experience that you're being pulled towards, is like part of your personal path, like part of what is going to create the life that you want and strengthen you as a person and help you feel like you're living in alignment. So hopefully that resonates for you and makes sense for your particular situation. And I would love to know in the comments whether this resonated and whether, that decision is something brand new that you're looking to put out into the world. So that is what I have for you, group number 2. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I would love if you gave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that I can see you again soon in another reading. Bye. Hello to everyone who chose card number 2, which is Gentle Gardener. So this card makes me think of planting seeds and tending to the growth of whatever it is that you're trying to create in your life. So let's have a look at our tarot cards to see what they have to say about this. We have the 8 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So regarding a decision that you're currently thinking about, with the 8 of Wands, that feels like it's time to take action. So perhaps you've been thinking about this for quite a while. Perhaps you've been making really small little steps gentle steps towards this thing, but you haven't taken the full leap yet. And this is suggesting that it's time to take action. With the Five of Cups, it could be that you are afraid to take action because you are sort of looking at things from a more negative perspective. It could be that you've lost something or had something disappointing happen to you that might have kind of caused your confidence to take a hit. Maybe you're, second guessing yourself right now. And what this card is cautioning you about is, if you can see in the image here, her energy is kind of getting sucked down into this void. And so right now it feels like you're spending too much time focusing on whatever this disappointing thing is that happened to you, and not realizing the potential that's still there if you take a different path. Now, the Three of Cups is about friendship, kinship, leaning on others for support, getting help from others, getting help from a community or building a community. So hopefully that message, resonates with you personally. It might be that whatever your decision is, one of the options or the thing that you're thinking about has something to do with friends or a community or joining a group or something like that. So if so, that's a little confirmation for you. But it could also mean that you need some support in order to make this decision, that you need people sort of in your corner to kind of help you, support you, back you up as you, create whatever it is that you want to create from this new decision. Now, finally, we have the Queen of Swords. And as you can see from this card, she has a very calm, wise, feeling to her. She seems very much in control of her life, her destiny, very, intelligent, in control of herself and her life, and following the direction that, she's feeling called towards. She has a lot of clarity. And what this is actually making me think of now is that perhaps you have been, thinking so much about things that you're really feeling stuck on what to do. And with this Eight of Wands, I feel like the only way that you might find clarity is through action, through actually taking steps so that you can see whether or not that's the right path for you. So it might mean that you have to do some navigating, taking some steps. And with the Gentle Gardener, it's making me feel like these don't have to be life-changing decisions. You could just start with some baby steps, some little steps, and see how it feels, and then readjust. I don't know why, but this is making me think of it's a sword, but it's making me think of her sort of steering the direction she's taking. And that's kind of what I feel like for you, is that you need to get out there with other people, for, support and that kind of thing, but get out there and take some steps, even if they're just little baby steps, and see how it feels. And that is going to really help bring clarity. And you can always change direction and, adjust course from there, but without actually getting out there and doing it, and instead staying all in your mind or worrying about everything, you're not going to come to clarity or come to a conclusion about this decision. So let's see what other cards we have. Okay, we have Balance. This is Justice in traditional tarot cards. And Transformation, which is the Death card in traditional tarot. So I do feel like you're contemplating something that is going to have a fairly large impact on your life. Justice or Balance is about karma, that kind of thing. So I get a sense of being aware of what you're putting out into the world, and that will in turn return to you. And then with the Transformation card, I do feel like this is probably an internal transformation. The Five of Cups is making me feel like there's something that happened that you feel like you need to leave that behind, or that it was a disappointment that you need to move on from, with a lot of support. and that you are changing who you are on the inside and really working towards this Queen of Swords energy, like this more decisive energy, this more like trusting and wise energy. So to me, this is confirmation that whatever you've been considering, that you feel in your heart is something that you need to do or something that you need to try, is the right step for you, and that you're not going to know until you actually try it. If you're waiting for that confirmation for you to feel 100% sure, you're not going to feel that until you actually take action, start that thing, and then you can adjust as you go. So let's see what our last card is, and it's dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. They might be giving you some hints and clues as to what you need to do next. Pay attention to your intuition. We have the moon here, so pay attention to your intuition, what those little whispers in your heart are telling you. And I also feel like perhaps you're considering doing something that has always been a dream of yours, and maybe you haven't felt like you could take those steps for whatever reason. Maybe your situation just didn't allow for that to happen, and that now you can start to take steps towards creating this dream that you have for yourself. So I hope that helps. I hope that this resonated with you. Feel free to let me know in the comments. And if you liked this reading, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel so that I can see you again soon in another reading. Bye. Hello to everyone who chose card number 4, which is Peaks of Joy. And interesting, this is the number 33, which is a master number. So I'll be interested to see how that plays out into the reading, and hopefully whatever decision you're considering will bring you a lot of joy. So let's have a look at your tarot cards first. We have the 8 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. Okay, interesting. So we've got 2 Swords cards here. The 8 of Swords is sort of about being like feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling like you can't see a way out of your situation. It can also speak to some of that being like in your mind, like your own thoughts are keeping you from doing something. Your own thoughts are making you feel even more trapped than your situation might actually be. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles, and I mean, look at the contrast between these cards. The Queen of Pentacles is super calm and connected. She's very in tune with herself. She's very in tune with Mother Nature. Also lots of abundance, lots of richness in her life. So I'm getting a feeling that you're feeling like you're not sure how to get out of this situation. And one suggestion might be that you need self-care, you need time in nature, you need time to process and heal in order to be able to, move on from this and pursue whatever direction you're considering. Now we have the 8 of Pentacles here. This is about mastering a skill set. It could be about learning. It could be about practicing something. It could be that you need to take some additional courses. It doesn't necessarily feel like a change, like a full change of direction. Like this isn't necessarily a new beginning card. It's more of like an enhancement card. So enhancing the skills that you already have, mastering them, getting even better at what it is that you do. So if you have been considering taking a class or taking a course, or perhaps taking like a hobby or something like that up a notch, that would be, again, a confirmation that would be the right decision for you. And then we have the 10 of Swords. And so this one is kind of connecting It's making me feel like a bit of a journey here from this place where you feel trapped to this place where you finally feel ready to move forward and healed. So there's something that needs to be done here to get from this place to this place where you're feeling more whole. You're feeling, even though you've experienced these difficult things, the Ten of Swords can speak to like being stabbed in the back, or heartbreak, or just having, something really challenging happening to you. And it might have been something that was unfair and has left you feeling trapped. But by the Ten of Swords, you're sort of ready to move on. Like you're finally starting to feel like maybe you can heal from this and you can see a new direction. I always feel like in this particular card, she's finally turned her back towards whatever it is that's happened and is ready to move forward from that into this new direction. And she doesn't necessarily know what that new direction is going to hold from her, but she's ready to embark on this journey anyways. So for whatever reason, whatever might have happened that was difficult for you, you might have been just feeling like you can't do anything, like you're just stuck, you don't know what to do. So what I am getting from this is that immersing yourself in something that you're really passionate about is going to help, as well as finding balance, finding time to nurture yourself, care for yourself, perhaps getting out in nature if that's possible, taking time to heal and get centered and find balance, and that's going to lead to a lot more joy. Let's have a look at what else we have here. Crown chakra. So that is your chakra that is sort of connected to your higher self, connected to like that deep inner wisdom, connected to source, that kind of thing. And rejoice in celebration. Okay. So this is a really, positive confirmation to me that you are going to make the right decision for you personally, whatever that is, and you're going to be really happy that you did. Now there's 3 people raising a glass here, so it could be that whatever you're considering, you either have people with you in this, people to support you, people cheering you on, that kind of thing. If you feel like you don't have that, then where can you seek out people who can support you? And it could be a group, like it's under the 8 of Pentacles here. It could be some sort of group or class or program or something like that you're taking or that you're going to take, that's going to really help to lift you up and out of this situation and provide a lot more opportunities for you. I almost feel like, from this image, like there's all these different, directions that you can take from that. It's going to open up a window of opportunities and a bunch of, new doors that you could potentially open by taking this path. Let's have a look at what your last card is. Confidence. Okay. And I was kind of feeling confidence when I was, thinking about the Queen of Pentacles as well, because she feels so calm and secure in herself, like just so in tune with who she is. And I feel like that's the place that you're going to get to when you start pursuing these other things and taking these steps out of your situation. You're going to find that inner confidence again, and connecting to your inner self, your inner voice, your inner strength. All of that is going to be really important. And I feel like that is going to help to lead towards you feeling so much more joy. And I was just thinking, I had mentioned at the beginning the number 33 being a master number. And then we have a card of mastering your skill set or your talents. And I feel like part of this is also mastering like yourself, your inner peace, your own ability to know what's right for you. So this is a decision that you really need to look within and not look to your external circumstances, because your external circumstances might not seem like you have the options that are actually available to you. If you're just looking outside, you might be feeling like, no, there's not a path that I even want to take. So you really have to focus on yourself, your own inner growth, your own healing, and pursuing things that light you up and that you feel passionate about. And that is going to help open those doors that maybe you can't see right now. So that is what I have for you, group number 4. I hope that that made sense. Feel free to leave me a comment and let me know if it resonates. And if you liked this video, I would love if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that I can see you again soon in another reading. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.